Good morning, guys. So, this isn't the Tacoma, and there's a reason for that. Going out doing a little bit of camping this morning, this weekend, and, the Tacoma's a lot of fun, but sometimes I think people get caught up on the gear and what they have and the rooftop tents and all the fancy stuff, and it's not necessary. So this time, we're out here in my 2000 Cherokee. This is a nice, inexpensive, but really capable off-road vehicle. And I just threw an air mattress here in the back. I've got my camping box down here and the minimal gear that you need for this, this style camping. I mean, backpacking, you need a lot less gear than this. But if you're only getting car camping or overlanding, then this is kind of minimal gear and a minimal truck, and just get out here and have a little bit of fun. So that's the plan this weekend. Change it up a little bit, have some fun, and we'll go over a few things like the diesel heater, which is not necessary, but man, in the 32-degree weather last night, it was so nice. So this right here is our camping air mattress, and it barely fits, but it's a really nice self-inflating 4-inch Thermarest mattress. It's also got an R value of like 8, which means it's great for winter camping. We took all the rest of our gear, shoved it in the front seats, and as you can tell, it's a little bit tight even at an angle, but we made it work last night without a problem. So I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about these by now, but this is a Chinese diesel heater. They're becoming super popular right now because, unlike a little buddy, they don't produce condensation. So they have a 3, a 5, and an 8, and this one is the 3. It's perfect for something small like the Cherokee, or something like my dad's rooftop tent, and it's been really, really nice. What I did last night was take the heater hose that comes with it, hook it to a slightly larger one, and pump it straight into my window. It started to sprinkle a little bit last night, so I just used a bag to keep it open, but as you can see, it's just cracked open, put right in there, and it wasn't a problem at all last night. The other change I've made to this is the control unit. So this is the Afterburner controller. It's made by a guy in Australia, and it is significantly better than the cheap Chinese controllers that come with these. This one allows you to have a web app. You can access the access point from your phone. It has Bluetooth. It has more settings and adjustability and temperature, so you can set your ranges. You can set your mode, so you can either have it based on temperature, or you can set the pump to the speed you want. You can adjust the fan. It's just a little bit safer, nicer, more convenient controller. So we switched out to those. It's nearly the price of the heater, but really the heater was $150, and it's about the same for the unit, even with shipping from Australia. So really, really enjoyed that last night. Oh, and it has an external temperature sensor that I ran into the truck. So instead of basing the temperature on the thermostat outside the truck, it was basing the temperature on the inside of a truck. And I set it to 55 last night. It ran at its lowest power setting quietly and did really, really good at keeping the truck at a constant 55 degrees inside. So this is another style of diesel heater. It's also got the same Afterburner controller. It's just a little bit taller and narrower. Mine is a little more squat and wide, but internally they're basically the same. And as you can see, Dad just runs it straight up and into his Tough Stuff Alpha. How'd it work for you last night?
Oh, it was wonderful. Kept it very, very warm, very comfortable, and slept like a baby.
Perfect.
Fire inside
Well, as you can see, we moved campsites. Our last campsite, we wanted to camp by the water, but they'd gone through and blocked a bunch of that area off since the last time we were there. So I happen to know about another campsite with a really cool little stream. And as the crow flies, it's only about 8 miles, but in reality, it took us, I don't know, nearly an hour to get over here through all the back roads. But we're settled in. We got our truck here. We've got the Cherokee back in the woods. We got a great fire going. We just finished up supper. So I think we're going to finish hanging out here tonight, and we will see you guys in the morning. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little adventure. It's been fun to kind of change things up a little bit. Use the Cherokee, use just our regular camping box, our minimal amount of gear that we have. Do we have more stuff that we need? Absolutely. I take a lot less stuff when we're backpacking, but it's been fun to change it up and not have to have the full camping setup, the big rig. I see on Facebook, on the Overland groups all the time, where someone will buy a brand new vehicle, new Tacoma, new 4Runner, new Jeep. They talk about all the upgrades they have coming, and when those come in, they'll go camping. And I don't think any of that's necessary. You know, I grew up camping out of the back of whatever vehicle we had at the time. We'd go to Cloudland Canyon State Park or go to places like this, down dirt roads, and just set up a camp and enjoy time with family. And I hope and I think that during this pandemic, people have begun to spend more time with family now that, you know, they can't just go to work, they can't go do the usual things. And one of the things that I've seen is a lot of families getting together to go on camping and off-roading trips together, and that's wonderful. I just don't want people to get stuck in that rut of thinking they need all these certain pieces of expensive gear. You can use a Coleman tent, some blankets and comforters from the house, a cheap air mattress, and you can go have an awesome adventure. So don't let the gear stop you. Get out there, have as much fun as you can. Enjoy the weather. It's starting to warm up a little bit here in the southeast. So anyways, guys, this has been fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Not a very long video, but it's been enjoyable. So we will see you guys on the trail. Get out there and have an adventure. Thanks for following along.